Hello everyone, welcome back. It is another episode. A little bit longer wait between episodes. Yeah, there is a story behind it, but you know, I guess ooh, the skeleton died in one hit. I've become an expert, man. I feel like maybe not an expert, you know, someone who's like generally skilled. Yeah, and oh yeah, and my skin, by the way, it's what is it? It is, yeah, Skellakitten from Charlie Murder. You know, this is the skin pack that had, yeah, where they put Stampy's skin in it, basically, because they just saw that it was so popular. Oh, no, I think it was, no, this might have been the original place it was in, though. But I think I remember there being, like, this skin, like, again, right? Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like someone who's, like, seen, basically. So I guess. As to why there might be a little bit of a gap, it's not the biggest gap because I eventually settled it well. Yeah, but at some point I talked about the Persona 4 episode that ended up with a blue filter on it. True editing. The video file did not have a blue filter on it. The finished rendered video did, and at some point, after that, my laptop forgot how to render videos. I have no idea why. Like, as in, like, Sony Vegas, like, when I put the video file in Sony Vegas for the previous Minecraft episode that went up, episode 54, it just kept on coming out blue. Like, you know, it just kept on coming out blue. I have no, like, not blue as in, but in like a different filtered, like, I don't know, some weird thing. I'm not freaking skilled with editing software. I don't know. It's I don't know the reason, man. I'm sure I can maybe figure it out, but yeah, it was a whole thing. This was only the beginning of an ordeal that would span basically like 2 weeks. I feel like I might have resolved it, but yeah, it's okay. It's a bit of a story, you know. Oh man. So yeah, like, that issue started to happen around early February, like the first week of February. I recorded the episode before the NBA trade deadline. You know, at the beginning of it, I talk about, like, Kyrie requesting a trade, and then, yeah, look at what happened since, you know, I uploaded it, like, significantly after the trade deadline. Yeah, All-Star break-ish, you know, and I don't know. Yeah, so basically, it was starting to have those issues at that point, and then I did not know how to fix it, and then I had the bright idea, okay, maybe it's just the version of Vegas. Maybe it's the version of Vegas I have. I think I mentioned originally in a very old episode. I don't know. Maybe not, but yeah, if you didn't, yeah, for some information, I got the version of Sony Vegas I was using up until this episode. Vegas Pro 15, which came out in 2018. I got it through the Humble Bundle because, like, they were selling, like, a bunch of software for like $15, and Sony Vegas was one of them, and yeah, I mean, it was just the cheapest way to get Sony Vegas at the time, so I did it. And then, yeah, so I was like, okay, the video I want to upload just keeps on having a blue filter on it during rendering. I don't know how to fix it. Like, I would, like, I don't know, mess with the video file in the timeline, and then, like, in the preview window, it would always appear that it has a different color filter on it. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's the editing software. It probably wasn't the de-editing software, but I don't know. I guess I just reasoned, like, you know, I can't just keep on using an older and an older and older version of Vegas forever, you know? If I want to keep on doing this YouTube thing, you know, I probably would want to upgrade at some point. So, I'm like, okay, get a newer version, man. Get the latest version. Then I don't know. Yeah. It was also because I tried to delete Vegas and reinstall it, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's such a freaking thing. IT crowd, freaking issues. I don't know, but yeah, it ended up with me literally buying freaking Sony Vegas Pro 20. Yeah, the latest version for $200, man. $200. I think it was, right? Yeah. Yeah, $200. There's like a subscription service for it, the same way there's like a subscription for like Adobe Premiere. But like, who would pay for that, man? Who would pay? Like, I don't know, like monthly. The monthly one is $20 a month, man. I don't know. I just don't know how people can have like yearly subscriptions of like services like that. It's like you have to pay upfront like almost $100 and it renews every year, and it's like, I don't know. I'm not at the place in my life for that. So yeah, I bought the latest version of Vegas. And then when I bought the latest version of Vegas, unbeknownst to me, when I installed it on my laptop just could not run it. It could not run it. Like, I would boot it up, I would put a video file in, it would just immediately freeze. Immediately. Just like freaking clockwork, it would freeze. And if it did like load, it would be, I don't know. There were like 5 minutes total where it didn't do that, but most of the time when I used it on my laptop, it would freeze. I don't know. I think I still have hope that it could still work, but I don't know. All of this is just basically for now. For now, this is the case. So, yeah, I'm probably not gonna make progress on this. Yeah, I enchanted stuff last time, right? I have food. Man. Oh yeah, all of these are Ooh, I guess I could repair this. There you go. That's something. Oh man, look at how much letter I have. Yeah, so that's how it currently stands with the latest version of Sony Vegas on my laptop. It just basically can't run it. I don't know. It's weird. And I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, obviously like that had issues, right? That caused issues. Okay, so solution number two. Solution number two. I'm like, okay, so maybe it is just that my laptop just can't run it because of just the hardware in it or something, the specs in it. Maybe it has 8 gigs of RAM on it. Maybe I just freaking upgrade the RAM and maybe it'll work magically. So I bought a stick of freaking DDR4 RAM and I inserted it, and then in response, okay, it's fine. I'm still recording. In response to having the RAM installed, the PC could basically, I guess, can't fully handle it, and yeah. I remember opening up Sony Vegas 20 after I installed the RAM. Like, this is like a week or something, a week after the initial freaking problems were happening, and then like, yeah, like a few minutes into freaking booting up Vegas with upgraded RAM, it just blue screened, and it's like, okay, well, and then it just continued to have those problems. Yeah, it's a thing where, yeah, it's a weird thing when like the power, when the charger is plugged in. I basically, yeah, my setup is that I basically have my laptop like charged, like the charger plugged in, basically, yeah, at all times when it's like at this recording setup. So when it's like plugged in, when the charger is plugged in with the upgraded RAM, it just blue screens like, or like shuts down and reboots again every like 20 minutes or so. Yeah, it's, okay, yeah, that solution out the window. You can't have that. Okay. So yeah, there you go. The RAM isn't an apt solution for this. So which leads into the final thing, the finale of it, which is basically, I was already thinking of maybe upgrading my computer. I had an upgrade in 2021, but it's, I don't know. I just keep on like putting band-aids on the real thing. I know that, but it's like, again, I do not have the money to freaking buy like, those like top of the line PCs that are like at least like $700 to $1,000 at least. Like, those aren't even top of the line. Those are just like decent in terms of like the basic gaming PCs, you know? You see with like RGB and stuff. Like, I can't afford those, you know? Maybe one day, but yeah. I opted to upgrade my desktop to a very, very tiny freaking like mini PC. If you just like look up like mini PC or mini desktop on Amazon, like you'll see it, right? I chose one that has like an AMD processor. Yeah, because the last computer I had, the last desktop I had, was Intel, and it was like, yeah, I showed off my specs in the Let's Play before. It was, yeah, the thing was, like, I knew it was like a 4-core processor, and, you know, if you know things about computer processors, when I was like thinking about like building a PC back then, probably not gonna happen now. Yeah, I was just learning so much. Yeah, didn't really watch Linus Tech Tips, but yeah, I was watching another channel. Yeah, Tech Deals, but like I learned about like, oh, 6 cores are probably what you would want ideally in today's computing world or something. Yeah, so yeah, that's what attracted me to getting a mini PC. I ended up upgrading to that. Yeah, it basically has 6 cores, a processor with 6 cores, an AMD processor, and it has 16 gigs, a DDR4 RAM, which is twice as much as the laptop. And by those 2 things alone, I'm like, okay, all right, this is good. And it basically, the price for it in total was like $300, you know, yeah. And I had a bit of savings. So I'm like, okay, all right, I guess this is it. I guess, you know, yeah, I don't know. I just abruptly was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm getting it. Fine. Whatever, man. Yeah. How long is this taking me to explain? 12 minutes in? Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, basically. I want to keep this shorter, yeah. Because, yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's what I ended up upgrading to. It's great. I don't know. The PC is cool. It has Windows 11, you know, but I basically just bought it because I'm like, this can render, okay? This can render, right? This can render. Oh, man. And then, yeah, since you saw episode 54 get uploaded, you might have seen it. It is uploaded. I did manage to upload it, but the thing is, I installed Vegas Pro 20 on the new mini PC I have. It's very cool looking, you know, yeah. And then one little issue about it. Rendering takes like 4 times longer now. Like, yeah. A tiny thing about the video I uploaded was that it's in 720p max resolution, right? Not that it really matters that much. I mean, you know, I don't know, not that much difference for a Minecraft video for 720 versus 1080, but I mean, it's like, dude, I don't know. I remember just first looking, yeah, I don't know. And the thing I'm reasoning with it now is that it is a thing that can eventually be improved, right? I just don't know how to do it yet. I just don't know how to, you know, make the computer use more of its freaking memory and freaking processing power to render the damn video faster. I don't know, man. It's a thing. I guess that's it. Oh, man. Yeah, basically. Did I feel it was necessary to freaking explain all that? I don't know. I want to talk about a lot of different things, too. Yeah, the trade deadline? Yeah, I was like the next, yeah. You know, a certain player went to the Suns. You know. What else can I add? A certain player, a vampire left the Clippers. Or no, a vampire left the Lakers. A vampire entered the Clippers. Dude, getting called a vampire, man. Dude, with Russell Westbrook. Dude, he got called a vampire, man. Come on, man. Oh my god. Yeah, can I call out the reporter, man? Yeah, Dave McMenamin said that, right? Like, totally unprompted, basically. Of the, you know, I guess he was just repeating, like, a sentiment, basically. He worded a sentiment from the Lakers organization, I would assume, because he reports on the Lakers, but it's like, come on, man. He got traded. Yeah, he got traded at the trade deadline for frickin', you know, 3 really good rotation pieces, and the Lakers are deep now, and people are like, hey, they could make the playoffs and friggin' win a playoff series, and it's like, okay, well, you know, they very well could. Yeah, oh my god, dude. Anyway, I don't know, just like calling him a vampire, just so freaking unwarranted, stupid, mean, like friggin' unnecessary, like really, I don't know. Yeah, the bottom line, I want to see Russell Westbrook succeed on the Clippers, you know, just be happy, you know, it seems he's happy on the Clippers, okay. Anything else from the trade deadline other than that big freaking thing? Yeah. Oh man, Kevin Durant, man, maybe the Suns can win it, I don't know, I don't want to make any predictions, you know, obviously, I think I'll save that for like, when I play 2K, maybe, I might do the yearly thing of like talking about the season. Yeah. Oh yeah, Jokic probably winning MVP for a 3rd time, but people are like, when's he gonna make the finals? Why doesn't he can't play defense? Joel Embiid plays defense. It's like, okay, well, okay, great. Anyways, did you know that the WBC, like one of the governing bodies of like, you know, championship boxing, like I did not notice. This was a development that I learned. This was a thing. At like near the end of when the last episode, I talked about Connor Benn and like him failing like a drug test, for like a substance, right? It turns out, his reasoning was that he was eating like 34 eggs a week. And that a substance in those eggs, you know, like was increased. Yeah, you know, it like increased in his body, and that was why he failed the drug test, right? And it's like, damn, like eggs? Like if I'm Chris Eubank Jr., I was thinking about this basically, just like the fight got canceled because of frickin' eggs? Like eggs? Like he ate too many eggs? Like really? What, man? Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I would be upset if I was Chris Eubank Jr. because I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe he's telling the truth. Okay, so if he is telling the truth, and if it really was just frickin' increased consumption of eggs, then he could have frickin' just beat him easily. It's like, okay, it's like, what the hell is frickin' eating a bunch of eggs gonna frickin' do for him during the fight? It's like, okay, sure. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, basically. He was suspended by the WBC, and the WBC, there's a whole investigation, and recently the investigation ended, and the WBC ruled that Connor Benn's explanation of eating too many eggs as to why he failed the drug test, the WBC were like, okay, all right. They're just like, okay, good enough. I don't know. I don't know if people. I don't know if like people are looking at this. I don't know if like boxing people are looking at this as like the WBC has no credibility, or if they're looking at this as in like, damn, Connor Benn got screwed, didn't he? It was just eggs. I don't know. I really don't know. What should the right response be? I think for the Canelo freaking failed test, I feel like most people, you know, shrugged it off. Like it's not blatant. It's not like, most people were like, Canelo didn't intentionally ingest freaking a banned substance, you know. But I don't know. Yeah, there's like different instances, you know. There was a boxer, heavyweight boxer, Dillian White, who had a failed test, you know. Yeah. It's interesting that, like, it's happening to British fighters, seemingly, a bit more than usual. I don't know, man. Eggs, man. Increased consumption of eggs. Oh, God. What the... Like, seriously, man. Seriously. Like, I don't know. I don't know what commentary I have for that. Anyways, a boxer and another boxer are fighting on Sunday. Yeah. I don't know. Should I say anything about that? I don't know. Does Jake beat Tommy Fury, man? I don't know, man. Anyways. Oh yeah, the Super Bowl happened. Yeah, Philly freaking lost something again. Great. Oh my god, yeah. So, obviously don't follow that league that much, but like, there was a bit of drama on Valentine's Day. Someone posted like a Valentine's card image, with the quote like, "I'll always hold you when you need it most," and then a player who committed that freaking thing that people got upset over. And then friggin' another player on the opposing team that lost, Philly, the Eagles, friggin' was like, you were about to be out of the league, friggin' TikTok boy. Oh my god, dude. And it was true, yeah, the player in question, like, I did follow... I did notice, yeah, that was a thing. This player in question who posted the meme that got the Eagles player upset, yeah, on the Chiefs, right? This player on the Chiefs used to be on the Steelers, and like the Steelers had an undefeated season up until like week 15 or something. They were like 13-0 in like 2020, 2021 that season, and then like one of this player on the Steelers would friggin' post a TikTok of him dancing, doing a TikTok dance on the opposing field's logo before every game. Oh my god, dude. Oh man. And then they lost the game. and then the coach was like, yeah, he's gonna stop doing that. Oh man. Okay, man, dude. I say, yeah, let me speed run freaking topics, man. Let me speed run topics. Man, yeah, music drama, yeah. Japanese breakfast, yeah. Michelle Zahner said like had a tweet that angered a bunch of people and sparked discourse because she said, was it like Revolver, the Beatles album, is the Tusk of Beatles albums, and Tusk referring to a Fleetwood Mac album. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Anyone who says it's their favorite, anyone who says Revolver is their favorite Beatles album is, like a snob or something, an unfeeling snob. And then the lead singer of a post-punk windmill core band, Black Midi, I think, yeah, this guy called Jordy Greep, yes, that's his real name, posted like, yeah, this is kind of dumb. And then she was like, and then she responded to it, and then he was like, and then she was like, in the response, aren't you supposed to be interesting? Oh man, I don't know, weird beef. Yeah, that happened. I don't know. Anything else music related? Rihanna did a halftime performance, pregnant. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember she was performing All of the Lights, and I'm like, oh man. Okay. Anyways, that's it. Yeah, what I've been listening to. Ooh. Have I been listening to a new... Oh, yeah, Paramore's new album. There you go. Yeah, This Is Why. They said it was inspired by Block Party. I definitely heard that influence, like, very strongly throughout the songs that came out. I listened to it. I listened to the album. It was pretty good. I had a tweet about it, just basically being like, yeah, I like the guitars, like, a lot on it. Obviously for me, I would have loved if it was like influenced even more to the point of like somewhat plagiarizing, but I like Paramore doing their own freaking take on doing post-punk, it's cool. Just like the kind of, I don't know, like how do you describe like post-punk guitars? Yeah, angular, kind of like rhythmic, kind of, yeah, basically. This is why, basically, like when it gets into the chorus where Haley sings, "This is why," why I don't leave the house, like the guitars on that, like really just love. I don't know. Yeah. And like Running Out of Time, the bit that starts it, the dun 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 dun, really like the freaking guitars on the album, man. The guitar tones and sounds on the album. But yeah, I don't know. There was a Pitchfork review that gave it like a 6.5 or something, and Paramore has a stan Twitter base around it, like especially recently now. And like, yeah, they were getting upset at the review. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm not in that, so it was good. Yeah, I said I'd give it to like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, but I kind of I said I wish like Haley had more of the vocals she had on Riot, Brain You Eyes, but with like the very rhythmic like guitars and bass and drums of This Is Why. Like I don't know. It'd be interesting to like see that like fully like merged. Yeah, so anything else? Anything else? What did I see? Oh yeah, Valentine's Day. What did I do? I saw the first half of the To All the Boys movie, the final To All the Boys movie. Yeah, because I said I finished the book. Yeah, I finished the book series, and so I was like, yeah, it would be, I guess it'd be apt to watch the third To All the Boys film, and I feel like I haven't finished it, but yeah, I feel like it's just my favorite, probably the best film of the series so far. I don't know, so far, yeah, it's done, it's probably the best film of the series. I don't know, like, so yeah, oh yeah, so far for me, I guess, yeah, I don't know, because yeah, I said it would, I was like predicting it would be somewhat different, but it actually is very similar to the book. It's basically the same like kind of conflict of like, yeah, Peter and Lara Jean, planning and their plans about college, and basically is basically mostly the main plot thread, but there's just events along the way. Like, yeah, the big difference in the beginning is that in the book, like their father mentions that the summer after they graduate, like he planned like a trip to Korea that Lara Jean and Kitty and Margot, I feel like, or maybe not in the book, but would take, right? Yeah, and in the beginning of the third movie, yeah, that trip is what opens the movie. The first like 5 minutes are like just Lara Jean, her dad, yeah, Lara Jean, Kitty, Margot, and her dad spending time in Korea, and I don't know, it just looks really cool. I like I don't know, just little like aesthetic things about it, like I like how like the film like goes from live action to like the backgrounds being drawn like 2D at some points. I don't know. Yeah, there's a New York trip in the book, and the New York trip in the film is pretty good. Chris, Lara Jean's best friend, continues to be freaking cool in the books and on the screen. She had a line when they were visiting New York City of like, "Hey, we should go to CBGB's," and I'm like, "What? What? They just gave her that line? They just gave her a line like that?" It's like, what the? Okay, oh man. Yeah, the big difference is just basically that the books take place in Virginia, right? And the whole like, yeah, and like schools related to Dare, basically in that same area, and like, but the films take place in Portland, like Oregon, basically, and the schools that are talked about in terms of that whole thing about planning around college are West Coast schools, basically. Yeah, Stanford, Berkeley. Oh wait, yeah, Stanford, Berkeley, UCLA, stuff like that. Yeah, in a school, yeah, NYU, I guess you can like make the conclusion, yeah, it's cool. I don't know. there's a scene where like they're all in New York, and then Chris like brings Lara Jean to a party where like Genevieve is there. Yeah, Genevieve, Peter's ex, is there because she's going to NYU, and then all of them just end up like transporting a pink couch on the subway or something. I don't know, man. Yeah, as you do in New York City. And I was thinking, I'm like, what if there was like Sex in the City but like PG? Like what? Like, don't you? Yeah. What if there was just like in anime. In anime, there's the whole moe genre, the cute girls doing cute things genre of like Keion, Azumangadayo, yeah, lately Bocchi Darak, and like No Non Biori, like that sort of thing. Like, what if there was, what if there was Sex in the City, but like, you know, just PG. I don't know. There's a book series called The Cupcake Diaries, and it takes place, like, I think, in the New York area. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking, like, Gossip Girl was that, but it's, like, nothing that's, like, edgy. Nothing that's, like, you know, nothing that has edge in it, you know? You know, like, PG in terms of just, like, about a bunch of people hanging out. You know, there is romance in it, but it isn't, like, you know, Euphoria, freaking, in terms of, you know, that, you know, I don't know. It just an interesting thought. Okay. Oh, man, what is a thing I would like to discuss? What is a thing I would like to discuss? Yeah. Should I talk about my personal life a bit? Yeah. Yeah, I guess a thing that happened to me is that I got my wisdom teeth taken out. Yeah. It's still somewhat affecting me, but yeah. It didn't really hurt that much. I don't know how much it hurts for most people, but yeah. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. I think it was the first time in my life I got taken out with anesthesia. Yeah. It's not too bad. Yeah. It's like mostly for like the first day. I couldn't eat anything solid. It was all mashed potatoes, pudding, you know, yogurt. Yeah. But like I think like around day 3 day 3, I started to eat somewhat solid food, but like it hurt my teeth a little bit. But I'm like, I don't care. I'm done. I'm done with this soft food, man. I'm done. Even though mashed potatoes are like fine, but yeah, day 4, yeah, like pretty much now I'm like I'm fine basically. But it's still just like the sides of my teeth. I don't know. Yeah, when I got 4 taken out at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was looking up on Wikipedia. Wisdom teeth. Yeah, I just looked up wisdom teeth on Wikipedia, and then there was like a part that said like it's somewhat there's discussion around whether having to get your wisdom teeth removed is even that like necessary, or that like you should get your wisdom teeth removed. And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that. I can't. Yeah, the thing is that like there are stitches currently in my gums. Yeah, where the teeth used to be, and I don't know, man. I just need them out, basically. Yeah. Oh man, I was told that the stitches will come out themselves, but I don't know. They need to come out, man. Oh yeah, the All-Star Game. Yeah, Karl Malone. Not Karl Malone, not Karl Malone, but Mac McClung! Mac McClung saved the dunk contest! Oh man, the All-Stars don't try in the All-Star Game. Yeah, basically the two big narratives from that. Yeah, but Mac McClung though, man, dude, he came from the G League. He's still in the G League. The Sixers just signed him to a 2-day contract, just so he can like wear a Sixers jersey, and the 76ers could be like, yeah, that's our player. But like he's not playing for the Sixers though. Like he's still playing in the G League even now. But it's like, for that one moment, man, Mac McClung, a white guy, this short white guy, was the frickin' star of the dunk contest, and probably All-Star Weekend, man. My God, dude. Mac McClung. A tribute to Mac McClung, man, please. Yeah, so that was that. The All-Stars don't try. What can we do about it? I don't know. It'd be cool to see them, like, actually play defense, but I don't know. Does anyone really want to watch the All-Star Game that much? You know? Like, the actual game? Yeah, I don't know. Anything else happen at All-Star Weekend? Jose Alvarado won the Rising Stars game with a 3-point shot, basically. Yeah, he won the All-Star game, the Rising Stars game MVP. Any other interesting thing NBA related? Oh yeah, JJ Redick continues to just piss off older players, as in like players in the NBA who played in like the 80s, the 80s and before. Yeah, Dominique Wilkins, cause like JJ was on First Take. Opposite him was Mad Dog Russo. And then it's just like, oh my god, yeah, you might have heard of the Bob Cousy situation, and I joked about it in a tweet, and then it's just like, come on, man, he seems genuinely just like annoyed that freaking Mad Dog and just Stephen A keep on freaking talking about how the NBA was more physical in the 80s and 90s, and it's like, it was more physical, there was hand checking, it was more physical, man. It was more physical. Scoring isn't the freaking accomplishment. Scoring's, I don't know. Yeah, the whatever thing. The whole scoring inflation. It's not as freaking impressive because there's less defense played or something. And then JJ is just like, nah, that's not. I watched the videos. I watched the games on YouTube. I literally looked up. I'm grabbing my freaking head right now, my hair right now. It's like imitating JJ. It's like, I literally looked up the games on YouTube. I watched film of NBA games played in the 60s, in 70s, and 80s, and it was not that physical. And then, he just is consistently just upset about it. It's like, can we please stop talking about the physicality? Please. Can we please stop? It was not more physical. I was watching the games on YouTube. And then Mad Dog is in response, is like, yeah, well, I was there for the games. I was watching these games before you were even born. And it's like, oh my god, dude. Oh god. Oh god. I apologize for being too passionate and being spitty, but it's like, come on. It's just too funny, man. Oh god. And yeah, those comments by JJ of being like, it wasn't that physical, it wasn't that physical in the 80s, it keeps on being overstated. Dominique Wilkins was like, who was a player that played in that time, was like, he is kind of stupid, isn't he? Those comments were stupid. Oh man. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. It's just it is so funny, man. No, funny. Oh god. Anything. Oh god. Anything else? Yeah. Yeah, I finished a book. The first book I finished in 2023. Yeah, Saints and Misfits. I mentioned it. It's really cool. Yeah. I feel like Saints and Misfits actually kind of qualifies for like the thing I've been talking about, like lower-ish YA. Yeah. Well, yeah. The one thing about Saints and Misfits is that like, yeah, it focuses a lot on like the main character like going to school. A lot of like the book, is just describing like this main character. I mean, there's more to it than that, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess like, I don't know. What would I just say was like the premise of it? I don't know. Maybe I should grab the book jacket. Should I grab the book jacket? I could grab it right now, but it's about a Muslim girl. Yeah, it's about a Muslim girl. Yeah, an Arabic Muslim girl who, yeah, like, I guess it's basically set up that her life is basically that like she is a misfit and her best friend is a misfit, and like all around her, there are people who are either saints or misfits, right? Like saints is in like popular people, like the people, like her brother is like about to marry seemingly like this girl who she calls like Saint Sarah, her name is just Sarah, but in her mind she's Saint Sarah, she's so perfect, yeah, and like, but yeah, I guess she separates characters, she separates people from her perspective as saints and misfits. And then there's this one person who's a monster who does, a thing. Yeah, probably should read the book, but yeah, he does. Yeah, it's a whole. It starts that. Yeah, it describes in like the second chapter like a thing that's not freaking good at all. A thing that's kind of horrible. So she labels him, a monster basically. Yeah, and I guess I don't know. Again, it's just a more personal story, but a lot of it like. Yeah, it was about just her going to school and like taking exams, There was a lot of a few chapters in particular just focused on like her and her like friends at school, and like there's like a part of it about it with like a math exam, right? And like this teacher like unknowingly like just copied a math exam online or something, or like they found the exact freaking like template of the questions the math teacher used online, so they were like wondering if they should cheat or not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. I guess it's just an interesting thought that, like, it was a YA book that, like, focused, a significant portion of, like, the story on, like, just, this, Muslim girl, basically, and, like, yeah, and, like, her, like, yeah, she wears, hijab, and that's, like, a big, like, element to it, which I really liked. Yeah, the whole, like, logistics behind it, the whole, like, like, explaining, like, yeah, like, it's a thing that she wears, and, like, she had, like, having to, yeah, she describes in a part of it, like, when it's, like, really hot one day, of just, like, people are gonna make comments being like, aren't you hot, or something, and it'd be like, and then then her mind is like, it's like, yeah, but I'm still wearing it. It's like, yeah, I don't know, like, why does it matter to you, or something. It's the whole thing. I really like all of the parts of the book that dealt with, like, yeah, wearing her hijab and stuff, that's why I read freaking books for education. I was, you learn about things, you learn about stuff like that you don't really think about, that you might think about a little bit, because I'm sure people, like, think about, if you're not in that culture, right? You think about people you think about Muslim people who wear hijab or headscarves, or, like, Indians who wear turbans, and, like, you're like, you wonder, you ask what might have questions in your mind that, are probably really rude, that you probably, that, where it's like, if you ask them to that person, who are those groups of people, that they probably would feel really annoyed, obviously, right? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. What is the larger plot of it? Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just too much of a spoiler, I guess. I guess you might just have to read it. It's called Saints and Misfits. Yeah, look it up on Goodreads. Yeah. You might enjoy it over an adult romance where the love interest is a bad boy. I'm done, man. I'm done. What is another thing? I'm still eating Brussels sprouts, right? I couldn't eat Brussels sprouts because of the wisdom teeth, but I'm thinking of cooking them again soon. Oh God. I don't know why. I miss it, man. I miss it. Oh, how did I not, like? I buried the lead. Yeah, the biggest thing that happened to me is that I finished my book. Yeah, I finished my novel. A little bit late. I literally finished it on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2023. I finished my novel. It's done. The story is done. Am I done revising it? Probably not. But, it's a thing that, like, I don't know. There are people who say they draft clean, but, like, I feel like I take that to the nth degree. I take that infinitely to the next level. Like, I don't know. Obviously my manuscript has, like, probably a decent amount of freaking, grammar mistakes per chapter, but it's like, for the most part, like, I look at every line. And try, and I try to line edit, like, whenever I, like, look at the manuscript, whenever I look at my book now, is the whole thing. Yeah, it took me a while to freaking write it, but I rationalized it that, the end of 2020 was kind of not that freaking good. So, and, like, much of 2021, I feel like it was just, like, wanting to just get back to, I don't know, having a normal routine again, basically. So I basically, like, from fall of 2021, yeah, I said it before, from October of 2021 to, February of 2023, that was basically just the, like, consistent time I was writing it. So basically, what's that? Like, that's a year, 2 months, 3 months, yeah, a year and 5 months, basically. Like, a year and a half, basically. Yeah, of just, like, writing it consistently, like, every month, at least, like, where every month, like, I add to it, basically. And obviously I was like line editing each chapter. Yeah. And obviously like I do not think that freaking my manuscript is like 100%, just like absolutely like ready. Obviously not. Like every like manuscript in traditional publishing goes through multiple rounds of edits, but I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's just like, is it in a state where it's mostly, like, yeah, polished to the point like you could think of querying it? It's like, yes, basically. I feel like it's at that point or like close to it, basically. But there's a lot of people who like draft books and like have their, first draft basically like nowhere near that point, basically. But I don't know. I'm not one of those people, okay? I'm sorry, I just can't be. I should try to be. I think for me a goal would be, yeah. Maybe a goal in the future is like write a completed novel in like under a year, preferably like under 6 months, basically. Like I feel like I can write like a 60K at least book. Like maybe a challenge for me, like write a 60K book in like 6 months. That's not that long. That's like 10K words a month, That's very undershooting it. I don't know. Like if I write every day, I don't know. I feel like I want to ideally, 30 months of writing 500 words a day is something, right? Yeah. Less than in NaNoWriMo, but yeah. Basically, I finished my book, yeah. And I talked about being interested in traditional publishing, so yeah, I'll see where it goes with that. So yeah, that's basically that update. True. So yeah, true, I finished a book. I don't know, I think a lot to myself and respond like out loud. That's the thing. So anyways, am I ready for the Twitter segment? Yeah, it's already 46 minutes. I'm gonna make this like an hour and something, hopefully. Not an hour and 20 minutes. Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, let me just be here again. Oh man, I already queued it up to something. Yeah, let me just take a sip of Gatorade Zero. I queued it up to a Let's Argue tweet from Fantano. Yeah, he does these things. His series Let's Argue. What are some things? Yeah, already saw a little bit of it. Someone said in response to Let's Argue, chocolate chip muffins are a breakfast food and not a snack. Okay. Oh man, anything interesting? I don't know. Man, a flock of seagulls is better than most people think. What do you mean? What do most people think about a flock of seagulls? Most people think they're a one-hit wonder. The Strokes are underrated. They're easily one of the greatest and most influential bands of all time. I like that. I like that. Okay, all right, good job. Limp Bizkit carries the whole new metal genre. Oh my god. Oh my. Ugh. Oh yeah, another musical thing. Yeah, Linkin Park. I don't know. I feel like I've been in a space where it's like I've been interested in listening to Linkin Park, but I haven't been. I don't know. I think it's just like whenever like a Linkin Park video comes up, like a song comes up, like Numb, Faint, I remember, yeah, I searched Numb Encore because I was feeling maybe like nostalgic, the collab with Jay-Z, and I'm like, yeah, man, dude, I don't know. And just like feeling like remembering, the whole thing with Chester Bennington, how he, passed, unfortunately, and, I don't know. Like Mike Shinoda's been doing interviews because Linkin Park released like a song that was from Meteora that was like basically just like in the vault all this time, like Taylor Swift, because Meteora is turning 20 years old and they have a whole box set collection, yeah, I don't know, just Linkin Park, man, Linkin Park carried the new metal genre on its back, but Linkin Park were never really new metal though, Linkin Park were a whole nother thing entirely. Like Linkin Park were the most creative, like in that space, if you want to put them in that space. Oh man, something. Fall Out Boy's Folia is the most underrated, is an absolutely underrated and a true masterpiece. Okay, cool. Yachty's leap in public / critical standing after Let's Start Here is the most drastic of any modern rapper. Most other auteur rappers cultivated that image over multiple projects, but Yachty cemented that position after basically being a meme in one go. Huh. The Ascension is the most underrated album of Sufjan Stevens' discography and has more replayability than Carrie and Lowell. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. Kendrick Lamar has a short discog and has more fire albums than Nas. Okay, yeah. Emo should make a real comeback. This includes new bands coming to the scene, not just old ones making new albums. What do you mean a comeback? Dude, emo. Oh my god, it's such a. Emo never died. It didn't, man. You just don't want to freaking live. You don't want to go out and seek out freaking bands like Ogbert the Nerd or Guitar Fight from Fooly Cooley because, I don't know, you just don't want to know about them. Okay, there are some NBA games, yeah. Oh, the Clippers are 128 over the Kings, 123. It's the fourth quarter. Oh yeah, Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. That fight's official now. April 22nd. Yeah, the Suns are beating the Thunder. Okay. 27 seconds left. And they're up 8. Okay. The Warriors won against the Rockets. Alright, okay. But they lost against the Lakers, and I'm like, they're cooked. The Nets are down against the Bulls. Oh yeah, Ruby Volume 9. I'm watching it. Yeah. I guess I'll have thoughts. There's a genre of internet content that are like deep fakes of voices of presidents, and they're doing skits. Oh man, Zach Fox tweeted about Paramore. We should take Cocaine Bear how we took Paramore. We should take, but I don't know. Yeah, I get the whole thing of like, yeah. Did I talk about the black people loving Paramore thing? Yeah, it is. It really is. And yeah, Black Paramores meet me at the altar. Yeah, Black Paramours meet me at the altar. I don't know what Pink Shift is. Yeah. Oh man, dude. Oh god. Oh man. Anything. Oh god, I'm sorry for my mouth, man. Yeah, the microphone's just too good at capturing it. Russ is a Clipper, man. Oh my god. San Antonio's lost a bunch of games. They're tanking for Wembanyama. That American Beauty thing, man, last episode, man. Oh my god, I was not prepared. For it, okay? I was not prepared. Maybe like someone else was not prepared. Stop, man. This is what happens, man. This is what happens when there are no freaking shelves to post, filled with Colleen Hoover books. I'm sorry, man. I want to go back to those days, man. I really do. Oh, man. Creed 3 is gonna come out. Yeah, I should watch Creed. Yeah, I watched a little bit of the first one. Yeah. I really like the Rocky movies. Yeah, Rocky 5 is underrated. Yeah, someone said, Joel Embiid is the MVP, 6 blocks last night. I know some other MVP candidates would have gone, jaw viral on display, keep fooling yourself if you want. And then someone quote tweeted, or been subbed out at the end of the game on defense. My PTSD kicking in. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a Russ. It's a clip of Russ on the Clippers. Come on, man. Let him be happy, man. Please, man. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. The availability of Angry Birds, man. Yeah. It's not going to be available or what? Ooh, happy birthday Floyd Mayweather. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, there's a clip of him outclassing Canelo. Look at that, man. Look at that, man. Would it have gone... I feel like a fight between Floyd and Canelo maybe would have gone different in, like, 2017 rather than 2013, but, like, I don't know. It's still... Like, Mayweather would have still beaten Canelo, though, right? If it was at like 140, yeah, that was at 147. But like Canelo is like a natural middleweight though. Yeah, he really wasn't a welterweight, to be honest. NBA players with the most pressure to win a title this year. KD, Jokic, Chris Paul, Harden, Embiid. Yeah, probably. Anything else I could talk about in life, man? In life. I don't know, man. Sometimes the Twitter feed is good. Sometimes the Twitter feed, I don't know. The Bulls are beating the Nets by a huge amount. Oh yeah, Patrick Beverley got traded and signed with the Bulls. Yep. Good for him, man. Their first game. Oh yeah, a 5x5. I learned how to do a 5x5. It's not in the format that like most people who do 5x5s do. Yeah, a 5x5 is like a chart where it's like I would assume it's like you put in like you put in your last.fm account if you Scrabble music, right? Because that's how you Scrabble and like track your play counts of songs and if you listen to music, and like yeah, you put that into like a site and then it generates a chart. So I used one of those sites. Yeah. If you want to see. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Should I just like, Okay. I guess I'll just like probably say it. Okay, here's the 5x5. The first row, the Wombats, Glitterbug, Sound Alarm, Block Party, Hummingbird by Local Natives, Lanterns on the Lake, yeah, Beings. It's mostly for the song, yeah, Through the Cellar Door. This Is Why, Paramore, Pool Kids, self-titled LP, In Rolling Waves, The Naked and Famous, obviously. Bombay Bicycle Club, I Had the Blues, but I Shook 'em Loose. Yeah, Decon by Tegan and Sarah, good album. Yeah, I wonder if that high school show is gonna get a second season. I hope so. I talked about getting their book, right? Yeah. If I didn't, I did. Yeah, I have their book, High School, which the show is based on. Yeah, Two Door Cinema Club, Taurus History. Yeah, these are the first two rows. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't listen to music as much as other people, so like this is over a month period, basically. Some of these are just on here because I just listened to like 3 or 4 songs. But anyways, yeah, Chairlift, yeah, something that's mainly for like Sidewalk Safari. There's some good songs on there, yeah. Yeah, the front woman, well, yeah, yeah, Caroline Polachek, that was her band. Chairlift was like her band before, and now she's making solo music, and it seems like people are really like liking her solo music, like, and praising it more than the music she was making with Chairlift. So I don't know. Yeah, Daughter, yeah, If You Leave, yeah, no, does anyone talk about this album, man? Very underrated, man. I don't know, in terms of me. Yeah, Total Life Forever. Yeah, Foles by Foles. Yeah, Simple Forms by The Naked and Famous. Yep. Higher. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's turning into my all-around favorite album. Yeah, it doesn't have Hearts Like Ours on it, but like, I don't know. The Strokes, Room on Fire, Arctic Monkeys, whatever people say I am. The Bravery, The Sun and the Moon. Gorilla Manor by Local Natives, their first album before Hummingbird. Yeah, Modern Baseball is here. Yeah, Holy Ghost. Their third and final album, man. We need Modern Baseball to come back. Picture Show by Neon Trees. Yes, Neon Trees, man. Come on, man. More people need to listen to Neon Trees, man. I don't know. I take a tiny bit of offense when people want to lump in Imagine Dragons with bands like Neon Trees and Walk the Moon, because it's like there's just a difference. There's a difference. Or like American Otters, stuff like that. Or like come on, man. There's a difference in like making like commercial alternative music for the radio. There's a difference, man. Like, Neon Trees are a band, and they're cool, man. American Otters aren't, Come on, man. I don't know. Stop lumping it in the same freaking category, some people. Yeah, Passion Pit, Manners. Yeah, this is the last row now. Yeah, come on, an album. And The Naked and Famous's first album, Passive Me, Aggressive You. Yes, I listened to them a lot. And I have, Another Weekend in the City by Block Party, which is basically like a bunch of B-sides. There's surprisingly like a lot of channels that have like a bunch of Block Party songs that are B-sides or like weren't released on official albums. Yeah. I still have a few. Like, this was a compilation of like songs. Yeah, like Cain Said to Abel, version 2.0, Atonement, The Once and Future King. Like there's like 11. Yeah, they made 11 songs basically that weren't on weren't on A Weekend in the City, but were B-sides for it. For some reason, I don't know. Yeah, and okay, the last two, Broken Social Scene. Self-titled. That's mostly because of 7-4 Shoreline, and what's the song? Yeah, the really cool song with the rap verse and on it, Windsurfing Nation. Yeah, mostly for those two songs. And yeah, and Clap Your Hands Say Yes debut. That is my 5x5, man. I should probably just freaking share the picture though. Yeah, I guess I'll just like, yeah, put the image in. If I'm editing, when I'm editing, you know, I'll probably edit a lot because right now it takes freaking 16 hours to render a video. Oh my god, dude. Oh man, Connor Ben was having some meals that included up to 38 eggs and what? Come on! Eggs? Eggs? Oh man, dude. Oh my god, dude. Ooh, man. Ooh, there's a 3x3 of the most accurate punchers in boxing. Terrence Crawford is at 46.2%. Huh. Yeah, Gervonta Davis is at 47.6%. Yeah, interesting. Oh, man. Someone tweeted, college admission season update from a friend. And he's got a 1450 SAT, 4.2 GPA, competitive athlete. She didn't even get into her safety schools. Going to junior college this year and is very depressed. The POC kids in her class, C students at best, are all headed to Berkeley, UCLA, USC, and Stanford. Reparations, they come in many forms. College freshman acceptance season is upon us. Should I quote tweet this? No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, man, dude. What should I tweet? Yeah. I'm gonna do a live quote tweet of this. Yeah, true. r/applying to college, where you at? Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, man. What's your take on this? There's been did I mention it? Yeah, there was a reckoning on r/applying to college like a year or two ago, basically. It was, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's a thing. There had to be, like, there was a controversy of, like, there are some people being, like, seemingly, like, having comments that were discriminatory towards like the members of the sub who are like black, you know, because of something, or like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it was anything too serious, but like, yeah, I feel like a lot of the subs composition are people who overachieve, obviously, and within that, like, a lot of them are like, you know, Asian. And like, I don't know, like Asian people in particular, who care about this issue seem to have like opinions on like affirmative action, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Lara Jean isn't one of those Asians, hopefully, right? she isn't, man. She is not. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Caleb Plant had a tweet. Had lawyers trying to reach out about suing me because of the domain. Go ahead and send another one. Send another cease and desist letter. Like when y'all tried to send me one for mentioning cocaine. I'ma rip that shit right up and throw it in the trash, because just like that time y'all can't do shit. Alright. Oh my god. Am I good? Is this a compact episode? Any last minute things of 2023? What am I giving up for Lent? I don't know. How many people actually do Lent? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of people do like giving up meat, but it's like, I don't know, man. Come on. I don't know, man. Dude, okay. All right. Do people who do Ramadan, do like Muslims in particular, or like Hindus, like look at people being like, I'm giving up this, like, insert, like, very, very, very minor thing for Lent. Do people who do Ramadan and fast for Ramadan, like, look at that and are like, seriously? This is like, I don't know, man. If I like grew up, like, you know, in a culture where I had to do Ramadan and like had to fast from sunrise to sundown, I'd be like, all you're doing is just eating fish sandwiches? like really, really, like that's all you're doing. That's all. I would just be mildly upset. Man, I would be. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but it's like, yeah. Man, again, that's the thing. I don't know. There's this in yes, no, maybe so. Yeah, there's the female main character in the book is Muslim, and there's like, scenes. There's scenes where there's a scene where like, yeah, because she has a romance with a Jewish boy, right? And there's a one scene where the Jewish boy like offers her like goldfish as a snack, and then she's like, yeah, I'm fasting for Ramadan right now. And then he's like, he just like dies of cringe in his mind. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. Like, most people don't really give up things for Lent, right? I don't know. It's weird. Like, what is I don't know. Yeah, like, cause I've never done it. I grew up, I mean, I feel like, yeah, obviously, like, yeah, Filipinos are very religious, but it's like, yeah, it was never like forced upon me to like give up something for Lent. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how like Lent is just like for a lot of people, it's seen as like, it's like, oh, we're having a fish fry. It's like, okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, is that it? We're done? 1 hour and 7 minutes, man. This is lean, and this is trim, and hopefully it'll be freaking out fast. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll sort out my rendering issues. So, yeah. I did not do anything this episode. I just needed to speak a bunch. So, yeah. It was good, right? Hopefully. I'll talk about things next episode. Hopefully. Hopefully the Suns do well. I want them to do well. Yeah. Obviously, the people I want to win, the teams I want to win the title most are Denver, Boston, and Phoenix. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's the end for this part. See you next time. Hopefully not too long from now, but, no guarantees. So, yeah. Thank you, and good night.